Mic check. Mic check. All right, I'm back. I am back. All right, doing this thing every morning, doing this thing every evening. Blog Talk Radio coming soon. Uh, like always, soon as I go live, everything wants to start sneezing. Take a hit of this ginger beer. So welcome to this thing. Chaos is here. He says good morning. What's up, man? Uh, Deshaun says, Chris, hey, looking as global as ever. Indeed it is. But hello, humans. I want to make this clear. I am happy to be here. Glad to be here today, Thursday. It is the 13th of March. And I get up every morning. Of course, I do my workout regimen. Talk to the number 2 man, Dave Nuts. I was kicking it with him this morning. And League of Dads, chapter 201, Rochester, New York. And I had a perspective. I had so many so many um so many anxieties and feeling. When you get up in the morning, that is the perfect time for you to reflect. It is the rising and awakening of your energy, so you get a chance to reflect. First thing that I do when I get up in the morning, I make my bed up and I do my stretching exercises. I do the elongation stretch on my bed. I stretch myself out. I don't know if you guys understand this or you notice when concerning the human body, our human body wants to return to its fetal position. Um, this is why when individuals break a leg, it hurts because when you break a leg, wherever the break is, your muscles pull things back. So when they put somebody's leg block back in place, they got to stretch it back out and put it there and then lock it into place. Your body wants to return back to the fetal position. So I stretch. Then I walk around the house. Of course, I tell you guys, like I always do, that this house is where my energy is hosted. So I walk through my house and I tell my house good morning. As I walk through my house, good morning, home. As I walk through my house, I'm actually regulating my energy, see how I feel. I say, okay, this is how I feel. I need to take this dose that get me up to the level. Pre-workout is in the water today. And it's in the water today because my workout was so intense. I'm gonna need some help. And I thought about a lot of things. I watch videos as I'm working out, and I seen this video today where a bunch of men was talking about how they got in marriage. They straight got the dong. They straight got the King Kong dong in marriage. And I'm gonna tell you guys here yet again on the 13th of March, 2025. I never got played out by a chick, and I never will. I never will. One of the things that I had always in the back of my mind is I'm a nerd. Women don't like nerds. So when they showed me 1% of them thinking they playing me or 1% of anything, I back out because anybody will tell you a dog will never in your house just one time. A dog, once they in your house, they are going to continue to do that. Any action that you see is a future sign of things to come. Period. This is why no woman can say, "Hey, yeah, I got you." My ex-wife, she found out we was divorced 3 months after the fact. Atila Sean Bradley went down for child support, knew all my things, lived with me. Oh, he got rental income. He does this. Oh, he balling. 259 a month. We're not playing that game. But I realized the reason why this happened is because being a nerd saved my life. Yes, it did. Being a nerd saved my life. It saved my life. About 2 years ago, my friend that works inside, they have group homes. He calls me up and was laughing. Hey, yeah, Smitty. Man, my wife was talking about you, man. Yeah, man. Hey, man, my wife says she thinks Smitty is autistic. I never spoke to his wife before, but listening to him, he said, "You got this way about you, man, and if it ain't right, you pull out. You just nope, nope." It's like if you've seen the movie Rain Man, as I told y'all before, for those that was here. And then he was like, "Pancakes on Tuesday. Pancakes on Tuesday. No, you're getting spaghetti. Pancakes on Tuesday. Pancakes on Tuesday. Spaghetti's on Saturday. Pancakes on Tuesday." And when he tried to give him something else, he was like, he was like, "Okay, okay." That's how I feel inside when people are doing me wrong. Inside, I'm screaming. Inside, I'm like, ah, I just no. So he said, we think my wife think you're like class one autistic because his wife is the nurse. Like I said, they got about 5 or 6 group homes. They deal with mentally challenged people. And I think maybe, that I have never heard nobody give an explanation as to who I am but them. Maybe I am functioning autistic. Level one is what he said. I'll take that because when you listen to me, you hear somebody that I'm not interested. I don't do nothing wrong. I got a nice house. I could have a nice piece up in here every night. Do I? Nope. I've been like this in my 20s. My friends used to always say to me, "Man, you got a nice crib. You always say you meet a chick, and then when they didn't, you just yeah." So being a nerd actually saved my life because what y'all don't understand is when you dealing with women, you're not women are not like cars, they are not like dogs, they are not like uh that one particular place that sells your favorite cheesesteak. They change. They wake up and out of the blue, they change. While anybody would have full confidence in that is beyond me. There is no in my life computer, in my processing computer, there is no equation that if I was to say, computer, yes, Chris, doing well in life, look good, good health, good motion, good feeling, everything good. Thinking about adding a wife to that. Let me equate. Doesn't look good, Chris. You get up every morning and you're compromising that. In addition to that, your finances will take a hit. As studies would show, I scanned over 1,214 videos on YouTube of men that got divorced. It doesn't look good. Then if I was to say, I hear you and I understand that computer, factor in my nerd protocol one and recompute. Women trying to get into your butthole, Chris. Zero. That equation will work every time as long as you do not be a sucker and fall for the bull. Oop. That's what would happen. So when I listen to a lot of guys, I'm sorry. When I listen to a lot of guys saying that they got jacked Oh, my wife got me in this. Oh, my wife did that. I don't understand that. I have no understanding how that happened. I don't. Sorry. I don't. I don't. I don't understand how that happened. I listen. A lot of guys, you'll hear them say things like, she just woke up one day and said she wasn't happy. No, no. She sent you enough flash beacons of understanding and you decided you didn't want to listen. One thing about an undiagnosed level 1 autistic cat, the second you show me you don't want me, you ain't gotta, you don't need a part 2 to that. The first time you show me, it will never be you showing me a second time. It won't. My mom, as I told y'all, I was helping her financially when she went down there and realized she wasn't getting nothing because she sat on it all her life with her sister on the phone. That's why I tell y'all these creatures are gonna crash. And then I said, I'm gonna help you. And for 3.5 years, I was helping her. And she did that one time. Did y'all hear me say? And then I said, y'all didn't hear me say nothing. The story will never change. As Deshaun said, Tom, I've been listening to you for a long time. Your stories never change. No, they don't. One time, my mom showed me that she was wasn't grateful of the help her son was helping her. One time she showed me. That's it. One time. She ain't have to show me twice. And this is what a lot of you guys listen. I said it before. I'm gonna say it again on today, March the 13th, 2025. You guys need to drop your sensitivity level down to 0. You guys, you have your tolerance level is too high. Once again, this is why when you touch something that's sharp, your body registers that quick. Oh shit, god dang. When you touch something hot, you pull away before you realize you touched something hot. When you touch something hot, you oh god dang. But if somebody was about to punch you, you don't have reflexes that fast. You don't. And you don't. If you see something about to fall, you may not be able to catch it as fast as you can pull away from something that's hot or sharp. You guys need to drop your sensitivity level down to these women just like that. And I had mine there all my life. It's why I live the way I live. And I slowly watch women that tried their nonsense with me try to come back. They realize the wall is still the same. I didn't get old and say, oh, I just want a wife. I just want to grow old with somebody and be with somebody. No, you didn't want me before. So get on. I don't want you now. Period. Period. I see that a lot. I do. I see that a lot with guys. I see that a lot. I see a lot of guys. Uh, I do. Something happened once again at 56 years old. I see it all the time. Individuals was playing all their life. Yeah, they was dishing out that ski. Excuse me. Yeah, dishing out that ski, and they were like, "Yes, I want to." They pulled the R. Kelly when R. Kelly said, "I want to pee on you." I want to pee on you. These guys, like I said, at 56 years old, I seen all these guys. I want to skeet on you. I want to skeet on you. I want to skeet, 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 skeet. Every time, every time they see a chick, they get the bone on. Oh, these chicks ain't nothing. All these nothing. That's why you should. Then they get older. live their life, live all their life just shooting and skeeting, collecting, didn't know that they was creating child support accounts. Then something happened when they get old. Now all of them running a marriage, throwing caution to the wind. There is no caution. Oh no, I met a good one. She got 3 kids by the different dudes. No, they all tricked her. Okay, okay. She told you and your mama. She was just mad. Got you. Wow. She said that if you leave her enough, she gonna get friends. She just said that. Marriage. I just got to get to marriage. I'm old. I got to get to marriage. Skeet masters all their life, running, running. I'm talking about brick wall 10 feet ahead, and they just speeding up. Running to marriage now under the context of, nope, I got a good one. What I'm trying to tell y'all here today, what I'm trying to tell y'all here today, being a nerd saved my life. It did. I look back on it now and I realized all these no, you don't love me. I remember I was dealing with this chick from Peru. She said, I got an exotic look. And she did. If you watch the song Hypnotize, Biggie, 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 that Oriental chick, she looked exactly like her. I was like, oh, that ain't her. She looked exactly like her. And her perspective and narrative is, I got an exotic look, and she kept us out in the street. Cool. But I remember all the times she told me she loved me, and I was like, there is nothing that you're doing, treating me, that's saying that. Your words are saying it, but your actions are saying something else. And they would sit back and beg you and plead with you and try to get you to understand. No, I love you. No, you don't. You listen. Queen stands for whore. That's why they run around and say they're queens. Yeah, believe them. It is the mindset of a woman that I've seen, and I tell them accountable for their actions. And I said, no, sir, no, sir, no, sir. And all those individuals that was dishing out skeet, it was to them. It is amazing. But being a logical minded individual, adding up all the things that women said to me and all this stuff, it's the reason why I live here today. It's the reason why I am 56 years old and ain't nobody getting my money. Nobody. Nobody is getting my money. Nobody is getting my money. It's a reason for that. Being a nerd saved my life. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It saved my life. Because when you are a nerd, I remember when I was working at the post office, it was a dude that came in there. He was like, how y'all doing? He would just be rocking like this. Yeah, yeah. And I remember one day he came into the post office with an umbrella on and a jacket. And I looked at my man. I said, bruh, I know dude got problems, but man got a jacket on and an umbrella. And it's like 80 degrees outside, such and such. I swear to God, 45 minutes later, the, the sky opened up. Rain, this and all that. And I said, holy shit. That's when I realized that dude was thinking ahead. But he's sitting there. He used to do this. When he stood in line, he used to rock. That was me. Always thinking ahead. It's why I'm here at 56 years old. Remember, I told y'all, I told my mom, like 9 years old, I got to start saving my money for when I get old at 9. I'm 56 years old now. How you like me now? My money, everything, all systems up. I thought ahead. And all I see is all these residue chicks that all they did was date guys that was dishing out skeet. That's all they did. Listen to me when I tell you. I am looking around now, and all I see is women that dated guys that dished out skeet. They belong to them. They would like to tell you, a woman would like to tell you, a woman, you will meet a woman, and you will allow that woman to tell you, nope, I was on the top of my game. The man was wrong. No, as a nerd, let me tell you something. This is what women don't understand, or women didn't understand. As a nerd, what is that? What is that they say today? The math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing. As a nerd, our math is different. Our math is different. All right. We, I'm gonna tell you what I've noticed when it comes to women. When you meet a woman and her perspective and narrative is to get you to think that she is, uh, and her perspective and narrative is to try to get you to believe that she is, oh no, I'm different. Oh well, he did this and he did that. Nerds, it our math we use a different math system when it comes to love. And I will continue to use that math. It has worked for me for 56 years. Listen, listen. I was married, and if I'm married to my wife as I was living with the Tia LaShawn Bradley, once they decide they want to go outside of Yah union and invite somebody else in and use that as a, oh well, I got them now. Because listen, part of my math is as the young brother, I used to say, I'm going to go get my big brother. That's in this little kid form. I'm going to go get my big brother. That's what if you're not an oldest, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. If you don't have three brothers and you're the youngest, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. So I would say, I'm going to go get my brothers, my protection, my protection. So when a woman say, I'm taking you down to court, you're now their enemy. They're looking at you as the trouble. They're looking at you as a problem. They're looking at you like, oh, whatever. And you don't equate that yet. So allow me. So uh when when my ex-wife went down to my first sergeant on me, it was like, I'm going to go get your first sergeant. We equate that different. When she went and did that, see, this creature thought I was going to handle her telling my first sergeant on me like I was in our marriage. Sucker for love. Because what she was saying was, he a sucker. Yeah, he a sucker. I got him to marry me soon. I got a kid. I cocked my legs open at 16 to a 40-something-year-old man. Yeah, I was hot. I was a hot ass. Yup. And because you got to understand something. When you give a hoe good treatment, your math ain't mathing. They say I wouldn't do this to me if I was you. This is what they say to themselves. I wouldn't do this to me if I was you. Heck no. So when you decide you're gonna just throw caution in the wind and you giving them sucker math. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I went and told your first sergeant on you, and yeah, I was getting subsidies for my son, and yeah, you was paying his daycare, but you a sucker. Yeah, you a sucker. That's right. Yeah, you nerd. Yeah, you ain't no street dude. You don't know game. Oh, on the contrary. Oh, on the contrary. This is what you got to think. This is why when all y'all be calling me up, I'll be like, wait a minute, there's more. And then they go on for another 20-minute spill. And then, and I was spreading both my cheeks. Yeah, I was spreading both my cheeks, but they said, oh, spread them wide. And then right at my crack, it ripped. I ripped my crack because I ripped my crack when I was spreading them. And then oh, okay. So let's wait, there's more. How? How? My ex-wife went one time. One time. When she invited somebody to her thing, one time. Mom, one time. One time. One time. One time. When they called me to the orderly room and my first sergeant got him in my butthole, he said, dismiss, go back down to the motor pool. Y'all know the story. I didn't go back down to the motor pool. I went home. I grabbed the Camaro that I brought for her, took it out to Rancier Boulevard. I called the divorce attorney, asked him how much is the divorce. He said non-contestant it'd be $500. He said non-contestant it'd be $500. I needed that, and I needed to get my rims. I need to get my rims. I sold the car, got that. The next day, I went up there, gave him the money, told him I'll be back tomorrow to get the divorce papers because I'm going up to Chicago to serve him to her personally. One time. The reason why my ex-wife didn't see none of this coming, because she thought once she went to my first sergeant on me, I was going to handle it like the corny boy, the sucker for love. Oh, the sucker for love, Chris. See, this is what y'all got to understand. When your woman does wrong, she's looking for you to handle it like the sucker you was when y'all was in a relationship. But today's topic is being a nerd saved my life. So that she didn't realize the second she went to my first sergeant, the guy that she knew, gone. Now I'm dealing with this strategically. I went here on her. Came up with my plan. October, November, December, January, February. 4 months later, we was divorced. She found out in May. She went to my first sergeant in October. I filed for divorce, I think like the first week of November. Yeah, because first week of November, because November, yeah, 90 days later, I got divorced. Ironically, February 14th, I got my divorce. Got my divorce, and she didn't find out about it until May. I got my divorce February 14th. She found out May. Caught her completely by surprise because she said, "Oh, he's a sucker for love. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna get the money." Blah 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 blah. The second she did that, I said, "No, divorce." Being a nerd saved my life. I'm telling y'all. The unfortunate thing about all the women that tried to do me wrong is I can articulate everything extremely well. I can remember everything like it happened yesterday. I'm an intellect. I'm a nerd. I said being a nerd, man. It ain't being. I'm not doing it the dumb way. I'm doing it the smart way. If you do anything, you want to do it like me. When I hear about billionaires having to give their wife 300 million, I'm like, how did this happen? How did you fall for that? How? How is this possible? When I'm protecting the nothing funds that I got, how how did you divorce this creature and she's walking away saying, I'm gonna cash you out now? Every woman that cashed me out heard, yep, you got nothing. Ah, that you know the price is right. When you get the wrong price, that's what you hear. When you hear the ah, you know that's what happened. You cashing me out? No, you walk away from me. I don't. Nobody cashes me out. It doesn't happen. Excuse me. Okay. Like I was saying, nobody cashes me out. Not happening. My cash and me, we are one. You don't separate me by and take my cash. It doesn't happen. This is why I say, and if you want to say, yeah, you saying that now, I was 21 when I got a divorce. See the look on my face? So, according to my calculator and yours, that was 35 years ago. So I'm explaining y'all, I'm explaining something to y'all that was there all my life. You're not fucking with me. It ain't happening. There's no version of a woman. It's not happening. You're not going to come over here, give me the see, and then say I raped you. It's not happening. Ain't no woman. Let me tell you something. How many people you know got a snake? Yeah. If you know a snake, they're in a snake aquarium, whatever it's called. They don't go to their house and be like, "Here, Snakey, Snakey, where are you? You're under the couch. Oh, where's the snake at? Oh, snake, come from behind the refrigerator, snake." No, they got that snake right where it at, right where they should be, right? Nobody has a cat, you know, uh, in the glass. You go to somebody's house, yeah, that's my cat. You got your cat in a fish tank? Yeah, I don't let them out around the house. My cat stays in a cat aquarium. No, right? Yeah, yeah. How, how do you understand and know about how women are and they end up cashing you out? How does that happen? How? That's how they are. It's how women are. It's how they are. That's their nature. That's the nature of a woman. See, they will tell you, I just woke up and I wasn't happy. It is amazing to listen to these creatures today, and everything and every problem that they have is hinged on a man. I just got up and I wasn't happy. I got up and I just didn't like what my career was. They blame the man. Oh, I woke up and I just wanted a bigger house and I couldn't afford it. They blame the man. I just woke up and realized I looked in the mirror. Oh, I'm just too fat. They blame the man. Everything that these creatures have is the man's fault. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because we respond to them. I can't tell you guys enough. I tell y'all, but y'all don't listen. No, you don't listen. I tell y'all, but y'all don't listen. The thing with these creatures is just like them when they was living in a doll, when they was playing with dolls when they was a kid. They sit down there, "Bah, bah, bah, I'm gonna sit you down, and you did that. I did that." They have imaginative minds. They live more in an imaginary world than they do in reality. If you think yours is different, you would think yours is different because you're not a nerd. If you've ever said, and I want you to share this video with everybody you know, if you ever heard somebody say, when my wife talk, I just let it go in one ear and out the other, they are one of those individuals. They are one of those individuals. They are one of those individuals when the woman if they ever get a divorce, you're gonna hear them saying, "This is my third bunhole reconstructive surgery." You're gonna hear them say that. I done had like three bunhole reconstructive surgeries. Boy, she just stay up in my bunhole. You're gonna hear that. You're gonna hear that. Total lack of understanding of what it is they're dealing with. Like I said, nobody owns a snake and come home where that damn snake at. Go in the closet. It's all wrapped up by your shoes or in your up on the shelf in your closet. Oh, what are you doing up there? Sizzle on down here. I want to take you for a walk. No, no. But for some reason, you meet individuals and they're just a total absence to the nature of a woman. This is why being a nerd saved my life, And no one, you hear what I'm saying to you? No one has ever got me. I don't have a you to me story. They don't exist. My deepest regret and my deepest pain was when my daughter decided to do the nonsense. Not a Tia LaShawn Bradley, not my ex-wife, not Crystal Holman, none of these chicks. They do the same thing. They run their game, they run their nonsense, and they think that, well, I'm a female. I don't care. I don't care. And if I'm when I'm done with you, I'm just gonna, yeah. It's why they calling me back now. It's why they saying, you know what? I didn't put this out in the street. Yep, I didn't have this out in the street. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, all I did, I'm 5 feet tall. I got this big old and yep, all I did was date married men. That's all I wanted to do was date married men because I want to keep this out in the street because if I date married men, I can say, but you married. Let's just come to me. Just come to me. But you married, so don't leave your wife for me. And then the guys that were single, we heard, guys don't want nothing. Everybody wanted to play. No, you wanted to play. Not hearing that now, y'all. I promise you, I'm not hearing that now. What I'm hearing now is why we ain't married. Chris, why man you ain't married? I want to be married, Chris. I'm sorry. Was that a proposal or you are you trying to do what y'all all do? Put, just throw something out there and allow the man to build the story. You want a fairy tale, build a plan. So you just throw a perspective out there and the man say, I can do that for you. And you just fall back and watch that individual go into complete donkey mode. Complete donkey mode. You allow him to build all this stuff up. You allow him to build it. And then what do? Do what they all do. You cash him out. You cash him out. You let him build everything, build up the equity, and his all sweat and everything. Yes, you do. And then you cash him out. Why hasn't this happened to me? I'm asking y'all a question. Why hasn't this happened to me? Why? I'm not a failure in life. I'm not gay. I love a big old booty. I do. I love a big booty. But I look at it and be like, damn, that thing big. Whew. Man, that's it. Thrill over with. Infatuation over with. Because the second I say, God, damn, that's a big booty. I look at that. Yeah, just like everybody else. I does do. I does do. But then I say, some street dude, some dude that's married, some bum, some booty out there, some guy that's wearing his pants up, some dude that's thug, some rapper, somebody, that's they girl. But when I see a white woman, I be infatuated. The infatuation stay there. It's just all the way full throttle. I run through the thing. I look at her, I smile, I be like, wow, she's beautiful. I don't have that. When I see women of color with big booties, yeah, what's your story? How many babies you got? What's your story? What you talk about? What you talk about? What happened? How much of yourself did you give and then thought you was gonna cash this dude out only to only to go cash him out and there was no worth. No worth at all. But I have to thank these women, I really do. I have to sit down here today and thank these women. I do. I have to thank all these women here today on the 14th of March. I'm sorry, the 13th of March. I have to thank them. I do. I have to thank them because if it wasn't for y'all, if it wasn't for y'all, if y'all didn't, well, if y'all wasn't so manipulative, if y'all wasn't so quick with the cash out, I wouldn't be here 56 years old saying I'm a nerd and it saved my life. It saved my life. It saved my life. And basically, what I'm simply telling y'all more than anything is you put a nerd perspective and narrative up against the game. That's all. That's all. Just put smarts up against street antics. I just put smarts up against the nonsense that these creatures want to play. Now at 56 years old, they get to say, "Oh, I did this week." Okay. You well, listen. I don't have no wife. I don't have no wife. I don't have nobody to spend my money on. So if it appears that I'm being reckless with my money, that's about right. If it appears that I'm being reckless, if it appears as though, I'm just out there spending and winning. Well, when you winning, you can be doing all the spending. So it's just my world. Now they all sit back and look and say, "Dag, I wish I was part of his world." Wow, I really get and it is amazing to hear the trash that these individuals speak. Excuse me. Let me show y'all something. You see that right there? Crystal Holman. You see that blue dot that's by it? You see that blue dot that was by it? You know why that blue dot is by it? Because I never opened the text. But look at the date that she sent it. 2/25/25. You see that? Crystal Holman. 2/25/25. That's 35-inch chest, 29-inch waist, 54-inch button hips. I want to see you. I got to go down to South Carolina. I'm going to come down here and put this whale on you now. It's a whale ass now. What? I guess I'm not going to see you. Boy, your guess is, boy, how did you guess? Was it the fact that we was just talking and then as soon as you said, I'm on my way to come see you? No, you ain't. No, you ain't. 2/25/25. According to my calculator and yours, in another 12 days, no, yeah, another 12 days, that'd be a month ago. Not interested. There's nothing you could say to me. They all come running back to the nerd. They all do. They all do. My ex-wife, realizing that we ain't getting back together, she tries to call me up. Yeah, hey, how's it going? All right, good. Good. Yeah, well, I really can't talk right now. I just called this. I'm like, why did you gonna call me to tell me you can't talk right now? Or you calling me thinking I'm a oh, hey, hold on, Chris. I can't talk to you. Uh, It is amazing. When I tell y'all that, give me a second. Mic check. There we go. Mic check. Okay. All right. Got you. No, I still don't hear me. Let me see. Yowza, yowza, yowza. Yowza, yowza. Mic check. I got sound on my end. You say my sound went out. I don't know if you hear me now, but I just looked at my live stream from my phone and I have Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not that. Hold on. No, I don't. Hold on. Yeah. Mic check. Okay, I got sound. Okay, beautiful. Thanks. Appreciate that. Mic check. Okay, I got sound. Okay, beautiful. Thanks. So, like I was saying, it is truly amazing, right? That you sit back and you listen and you see um you just I look back and now how all of these individuals want to come back, all of them, they want to come back. It what I've been shown as the nerd guy, women do not respect men that have morals and values. The reason why so many thugs get the women in our community is because of one thing: reckless. When you show a woman that you will be on that thug nonsense, when you show a woman that you y'all can talk, keep it real, but that's what's up. Now I'm not feeling you on that. When you talk all that nonsense, when you talk stern, like I tell y'all when y'all go to court, if a woman be like such and such and such, you finish, yeah. Like I said, when you stern, they don't like that. They want to be able to get in. They want their nonsense to be heard. They want that. When you don't allow that, because it don't add up to nothing. Sitting down there listening to a woman go back and forth about garbage, it don't add up to nothing. But all those other guys, they do that. They'll sit down there and say, okay, yeah, they'll actually entertain a creature that deflect. Well, listen, listen. I walk my dog off leash. When I walk my dog off leash, it is my job to scan the horizon and see something that's going to take my dog out of his domesticated element and put him back in the wild. So if I got my dog off a leash, if I got my dog off leash, and uh, if I got my dog off leash, right, and I got my dog off leash, and uh, my dog, if I see a geese over on the horizon, I look at my dog and I dial them back in because they will be domesticated, but a dog can easily transfer back over to the wild like that. When you talk to women, when you talk to women and you allow a woman to just go off into whatever land, they're gonna go off into whatever land, whatever. That's where you messing up at. With women, you got to keep them dialed in and under complete control. Anything other than that, I feel sorry for you. Q says, he said, hey, Chris, I sent payment in this morning. Payment to where? Because I want to be clear. Q said, I sent payment in this morning. Protocol over here is, hey, Chris, Lydia set up a consultation with me. So did you just pay somebody or did you just pay the phone number? When you say, because nobody ever says that, Q, I'm just saying, nobody ever says, I sent payment in. Normally what they say is, hey, where your number is, it says $50 consultation, I'm ready. Hey, I did the thing with Lydia, I sent that in. I mean, because I had another guy on here yesterday say he asked the question, and so normally people don't say, "Hey, I sent the payment in," because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who you are. Um, we get a lot of individuals that they don't say, "Lydia, $50 consultation, I'm ready." Then we send you our link, not a link associated with a phone, not what you think it is. We have had hundreds of people try to send payment to Lydia. Lydia had to tell them, "I work for this company. Why would you send me the payment?" So I can tell you, I sent payment in this morning. That sounds like wrong on so many levels. Nothing sounds right about that. So, um, did you text Lydia? Because the system that we got, what Lydia get, I get. She gets the same thing I get. This is how I know and verify that she's on the job. And this is when people say such and such. Lydia is in New Jersey, by the way. I'm here in Virginia. Lydia is in New Jersey. The app that we use, all the interactions, we both get it. She's in New Jersey. So just know that. All right. So at 56 years old, it is clear to me that being a nerd saved my life. So let's be clear. Where am I going with this? I'm just not up here just quacking. But Q, we'll get you straightened out. I'm just telling you. You're not going to get robbed because we ain't into that. But you just bring us up to speed on what, because I don't see no, just text. We'll get you straight. So what am I saying at 56 years old? To all you young people out there, to all you young ones getting in that, looking at that, getting that. All of you individuals, you getting it. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you. What it gets down to is this. If you don't understand, a lot of you guys will go through life and you will engage with the woman from the perspective of love. Yes, you will. Shut up. You will. I'm going to end it with this. Yowza, 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 yowza. And this is just true stuff. A lot of you will interact with women from the perspective of love. Yeah, you will. Shut up. You will engage in women from the perspective of love. However, she's engaging with you from the perspective of getting. It's not. It's it's more unlikely than likely you'll meet a woman that's fully submitting and ready for your lead. As I told you guys for years, and I'm gonna tell you again here today on the 13th of March, women don't love you based on how well you love them. Remember that? They only love you based on what you let them get away with. Do I sound like I let a women get away with anything? Do I sound like I'm snapping on you? It's the second you start with the nonsense. Do you get that? Does that radiate with you? Of course it does. Never talk to him. I never curse her. The only woman I think I cursed at was Crystal Holman, the one that sent me the message. That's it. I got no ill wills. I got nothing. You're not getting something out of me that don't exist. What women want to do is they want to get you into the Q zone. That's where they want to get you. And you going back and forth with them, they like, yeah, I'm in control. I'm gonna tell y'all what you always gonna hear me say. If there's any woman out there that interest in me, when I say this conversation is over with, you better take heed to that sentence. Because like I told the 2 or 3 women that I had to tell that to, they said, and went into the, no, you going to talk to me, all in their emotions. And I said, I will talk to you. You're right. I will talk to you. But the next group of words that come out of my mouth will not have anything to do with this conversation. And I promise you, they'll hurt your feelings. Taking me there, not a good idea. As I'm going to tell y'all today on March 13th that I told y'all all the time. You want to press my buttons? Cool. One warning. They're connected to nuclear bombs. Not slingshots, not an AR-15. You ain't gonna hear that. Let me got my sound. You're not gonna hear that. You're not gonna hear that. You are going to get a roasting on a flame that you've never got before. And then when it's over, I'm gonna say, hey, babe, I'm going to the store. Do you want something? And you can hold the grudge if you want to. It'll be my pleasure to bring you back down to reality. It'd be my pleasure to invite you to be a woman about this. And if you choose not to engage in being an adult, if you choose to handle your narratives and engage with me like a little child, the payment for this is too expensive for your emotions. Now, here's the amazing thing. I remember one time when we was in Desert Storm, they handed me a problem. The Hummer that I was working on, it blew a head gasket. So of course a Hummer is a V8. So you got to take both heads off because honestly, you just want to take both heads off. Change the heads or put new heads on there, shave the heads down, do what you got to do. And I remember when I was putting the Hummer back together, you probably heard the story. Remember the story? We was in blackout mode. So I had to put the Hummer back together in the dark, not a flashlight, in the dark. I actually put the Hummer back together by touch and feel. Problem was solved though. It was fixed. If you trying to tell me that you sitting down there engaging with one of these creatures, y'all going back and forth, she ain't listening, being unruly, mocking you, patronizing you, how are you trying to solve the problem by adding more problems to the problem? You're not going to solve the problem by your communication tactics being a problem in itself. Tell me where I'm wrong at. But this is how these creatures want to conversate. So you allow them to conversate. I'm talking about you now. You allow them to conversate and be problematic in the process. That gets no play with me. Because I'm gonna end it with this. I can tell you this for a fact. These women, they want no problems. They want nothing to do with being a woman. When they get mad, when they want you to listen to them, being a woman will not be in the equation. It won't. They want to act unruly. They want to act like it's whatever they want to do. They want to just act out. And unfortunately for you, you allow that. That's what you do, not me. You need us for a consultation? 732-875-9111. You're going to text your name and $50 consultation. I'm ready when you're ready. Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal only. I will definitely, under circumstances, everything, catch you guys on the next one. All right? Oh, not just the next one. I'll catch you guys tonight at 7 p.m. All right? Later, y'all.